These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
Time for our tale of the tape. Perhaps the greatest heavyweight of all time, the Brown Bomber Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business. And his opponent... Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And there's the bell to start the round. Can't land the jab there. Trying to land that jab. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. That counter doesn't score. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Hook misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch.
Had to hold on.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punching. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Good one. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice counter shot. Got him there. And he misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute...
They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
That punch scores. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up...
And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Trying to land that jab. They miss with the jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And a good decision here to clinch.
It tells me so much when a fighter's holding on. It means they're being hurt, it means they're tired, or it means they don't know what to do.
Think of holding. Do you believe what we are seeing? And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five.
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. And you can see he does not like being grabbed onto.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
Incredible work rate. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Big swing and a miss with the hook. Good right hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Smart move to clinch there. But whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can't do that too often or the referee is going to take a point.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's got to react.
Well done with that counter shot. That jab doesn't score. Punch, counter punch. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Just missing with the uppercut.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Why does he continue to hold? The referee could take a point here.
Sometimes you've got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well done with that counter shot. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Beautiful counter punch. That jab doesn't score. Beautiful counters shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards.
A very close match.
All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
You're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. How are they still standing?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Just missing with the uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Why weren't they covering up? They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. That's another scoring shot. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Nope, that hook won't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That counter shot lands. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around? This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked you.
Everyone getting tired of seeing these two fighters hold and clinch. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Every time they throw a shot, he's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. Fantastic punch. So once again, they'll clinch, and one of these fighters has got to take the lead here.
You know, sometimes style makes fights, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
It may not be pretty, but sometimes clinching is effective.
Yeah, you got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee. Get him to complain about the conditions. Get him to just feel uncomfortable. Keep doing unorthodox things. I don't mind that now and again, but don't make a habit of it.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Fantastic punch. Seconds are so precious at this stage of the game.
You've got to save that in the back, because if you're ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. He misses with that. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But it's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull them, pull the arm out the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side of the referee. So he doesn't know.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got him there. He threw a punch and just got countered. That punch is beginning to take its toll. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
wow, it was like two different leagues.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with him?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He got caught with a right, got caught clean. And he scores with the counter. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Just misses with that uppercut.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how...
Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
What you've got to do is you're doing it to get an advantage. The comparison is probably football. Ballers will pretend to hit and roll around 6, 7 times just to get the advantage with the referee, so he tells them off. In fight game, I've got to get you to the point where you're complaining, you're getting frustrated, you try and butt me, you try and bite me, you try and do something out of character where the referee jumps on you and takes a point off you. That's the whole name of the game. Or even make you tired. There's a tactic to do it. Trust me, in the gym, these guys do a lot more and it's a lot rougher.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Look back in the history book. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close.
Better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching.
Has to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
Oh, what a punch! They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Smart move there. When you're in trouble, just hold on.
Sometimes you got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. That punch lands. And he'll try and muffle the offense there with another clinch.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
A very competitive round here so far. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combination. What a massive upset this would be. Just one punch away from getting the momentum, and now going for the finish. Looks like they're out of... And it's okay to take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
That jab won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And what a shock. Another clinch.
You can't do that.
Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. That was not a good moment for him, but seems like he's out of the dark play. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught.
Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on.
It tells me so much when a fighter's holding on. It means they've been hurt, it means they're tired, or it means they don't know what to do.
Smart move there to buy some time.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But there's a fashion of clinch as well.
What's the referee thinking right now? And it appears so much for defensive abilities. He takes a step back, and before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's gonna get you knocked out.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.